Afternoon, everybody. I'm Devontae. I'm back again here for week 2 of my devotional scriptures, and I hope everybody is having a prosperous, inspirational, and an ambitious Monday here to start the week. There's no better way to start the week, than talking about God, talking about His will, talking about what He expects from us, but not only just exemplifying the God in us, throughout the week and throughout lives, both in our home and outside our home, in church and outside of church. So, what I want to touch bases on is respecting the existence of our parents. And to me, that's a very sensitive topic and a very sensitive discussion because a lot of young people, they're very opinionated. They have different theories, about their parents and about respecting their parents. Because some of us come from a polished home, where we have a mother, father, in some cases, older brothers and sisters, that are very mature. So a lot of people are growing up in a household where they have plenty of influence, and then we have others, that come from a single parenting setting or a setting where they don't have neither their mother or their father. And, as they grow up, when they get older, they develop these opinions because they hear people say this, oh, your mom was this, or, your dad was this, or just because your mom was going to do that, you're going to do that too. Just because your dad was this way, that's how you're going to be too. A lot of people like to shower traditional things on our potential. And then, so the scripture is going to come from today, Exodus 20:12. It says, honor your father and your mother so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God has given you. Before we are born in this world, God has, just like He did with Mary, He sent out the invitation. He sent her out the invitation to be the mother of Jesus Christ. And it's like that with us. He sends out the invitation of our mother and our father spiritually so that they can come together for develop a chemistry into bringing life into the world. So when they accept this invitation, they're accepting something that's bigger than life, that's bigger than themselves, that's bigger than their dreams, that's bigger than anything they do every day. Because bringing another life is like this one big gift, having this one big gift. Unlike other gifts, it doesn't just last for one moment or one day or 1 week. This gift lasts for many years, lasts for a lifetime, lasts 18 years and beyond. Because being a parent is more than 18 years. Being a parent, is creating a child, molding that child, teaching that child, educating that child, about how to handle themselves in the real life, about how to exemplify themselves in the most moral standard, in the real world. And once they get out in the real world, those kids are going to come back to us and say, hey, how do I face this situation? How do I face that? So we always got to be prepared to continue to educate beyond 18 years. We got to continue to educate at age 30. We have to continue to educate at age 45, age 50, age 60. As crazy as it sounds, that's just how life is. You are never too old to learn, because learning is a part of life. Gaining knowledge is a part of life. You're going to be 100 years old and still gaining knowledge, still being educated about life, because technology and everything travels, it grows, it evolves, it elevates into different upgrades in the society. So, but I think when I look at this scripture, I see honor your father and your mother. It is, it is so strong because, like I said, people have different opinions about why my father wasn't around, why my mother wasn't around, why my dad was in the street, why my mom was outside, prostituting on the streets. And then they grow up with that perception, and they start to sell that perception to other people to make them think, hey, my life was so bad. I went through this, I went through that. But instead, expanding that perception, we don't never really have the time to just settle down and just, grab our own mindset, grab our own creative mindsets. How can I be motivated? Yeah, this person wasn't around, this person wasn't around. No, but I learned to grow through that. I've grown to be bigger than that, because as we get older, if we don't break out of that shell, out of that cycle, we start to hate ourselves. We start to hate where we come from. We start to hate people that are a part of us. Because hate really, there is no solution to hate. Hate is going to grow on you, and it's going to destroy you, and it's going to wither so many good things in you. So we just got to say to ourselves, yeah, man, mentally I came from a very hard place. I wish I would have had this kind of relationship with my mother. I wish I would have had this kind of relationship with my dad. But hey, all things happen for a reason. God sent me this adversity for a reason. He wanted me to grow out of this for a reason. He wanted me to be wise enough and be old enough to, mentor to other people and say, hey, I know what you've been through. I've been there too. But I can help you. But the thing about it is, we have got to learn to forgive ourselves. Not only the people, but forgive ourselves. See, if we don't learn that forgiveness within, we're going to carry it for a long time. And in God, He expects more out of us. And the reason why I say this is because the day is going to come when we're going to be parents. The day is going to come when we're going to be people that are looked upon to give an example. We can't give an example if we're still giving excuses. You see? Being an example is establishing your own model of leadership, and building and implementing so many things into that. People have to know, when people look at us, they got to see that we stand tall both inside and out. But it all starts with coming to God, because He's the only person that can fix it. We have to go to God and say, Lord, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to grow out of this. I want to practice more forgiveness in my life. I want to give back to people what's in here, because this right here, this is the hardest adversity in the world. Because there's an African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, then the enemy on the outside can do us no harm. So we got to learn to forgive within, because people are going to hurt us. People are going to do things, that's going to affect us, that's going to drive us into depression, drive us through anxiety. But we got to be strong, and we got to get through it. So I want to leave you with that word for the week: growing through everything and getting better. And I hope anybody, is inspired. If they have something to get somebody, if they have something, they really don't want to tell nobody, they're just keeping it in. You just have to let it out. Because until you let that pain out, until you show that pain to somebody, it's going to continue to destroy you and kill you both mentally and spiritually. So, I hope everybody have a blessed week. I hope Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, turns into a blessing for many of you guys. So, see you guys next week. Have a blessed one.